Get ready because the ladies of TLC's sexy reality dating series, MILF Manor, are heading to the lake for season 2. And today we have the pleasure of chatting with one of the MILFs looking for love. She's 46 years old, can be found in her hometown dancing the night away or watching sports on the weekend. She never thought she would find love after her 20-year marriage ended in divorce, but now she's confident that a younger Mr. Right is out there. Mamas, please give a warm welcome to our girl, Christina. Yeah,
Thank you.
Christina.
Thank you,
Welcome
ladies.
to the
Thank you for having
podcast.
thank you for having me.
Oh my
Thanks
God, we're
for
so
being
happy you're
here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I love the name of your podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your podcast.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Are you the
You.
sweetest or what?
Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I try, you know.
Yeah.
Christina, a lot going on for you. I am just so curious what made you want to sign up for this show? And did you watch season 1?
God, we're already getting into it. Okay,
We
let's
get right
Diving
in
right
here.
in.
let's go. Let's go. Okay, so I wanted to honestly, sign up. I was recommended by a friend, and they were like, she would be a great fit. And coming after a 20-year marriage almost and divorce, and I haven't had the best luck in dating. And then the year prior, I had my heart broken. I was in a relationship, and I had my heart broken, and I'm like, okay, where can I find a man? And so this opportunity came, and it was just, I think I told the producers it was perfect timing in my life. Had been through a lot of things, and I deserve to be happy. So why not take the opportunity to do that? I mean, who
Amen.
gets to go on a reality TV show to find love? So it's like, yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah.
So
I
Honestly,
love
it's
that.
hard. It's hard to date out there. Before I met my husband, I was like, oh, am I ever going to find love? So I love that you went this route.
yeah, it's hard. I mean, again, you're married for so long, and in your 40s, it's not the same as dating in your 20s or 30s. And I think the world's just changed with, social media, and there's so much out there, and it's like a whole new world. And I'm like, what in the world am I getting myself into here? So I got the opportunity, and I took it.
I
Love
love
that.
that so much. I
Yeah.
gotta say, my husband and I have been together for almost 18 years, and we
Mhm.
missed the whole dating app era. Like we never did that. And so you're like diving back in and it's a whole new world. I feel for you.
Girl, thank you for understanding, because I mean, it's scary. I mean, I will say I met someone on an app. The guy that I'm 100% authentic. You guys will see this on the show. I hold nothing back. I fell in love. And, I did have a very good relationship with this person. It just didn't work out. But I met him on an app. And, I was the person that thought, okay, I'm on a dating app. Can you truly find someone that you're going to follow? And I did. So I can vouch for that. Just things didn't work out. But I'll say I haven't been on an app since then. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
I never judge people, but if it's for them, that's great. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
So
I actually met my husband on Bumble, so I
did
can also
you?
attest to the fact that it can work out.
Oh my, you guys, this is amazing. Like,
It can happen.
see the stereotype behind this. And that's something else I want to change. And I went on the show. It's like all these stereotypes, that you can't find love like on an app or on a show. That's not true. That's 100% not true. So we need to change the norm of all that. And look, you guys are examples. So that's
You can
amazing. Yeah,
find love
great.
anywhere. You just have to be ready for
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. You have to have an open heart, and for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Ready to receive. Now, the
Ready.
trailer promises some shocking twists, which we know from season 1. You guys do not disappoint. I don't know how much you can share, but can we expect to see your son on the show?
I cannot confirm or deny if our sons are on the show.
Okay.
But you'll have to watch and see. There is something. These producers are amazing. TLC. I got the chills right now. I mean, they did their thing.
Nice.
So you'll see that there's a lot of twists, and I think it's just something bigger that no one's gonna expect. I didn't expect it. I don't even think you could think, this far out to expect it. But in episode 1, it definitely starts out with a bang. So you'll see that.
I can't wait.
I
Yeah,
cannot wait.
it's exciting. I mean, I love surprises, but I can tell you guys, you just never knew what to expect.
It's
Never knew
good
what.
TV.
Yeah.
Really, really good TV for sure, for sure.
I'm so curious, how did you talk to your son about going on the show, and how did he feel, and how does he feel knowing it's coming out, very soon, and people are
Yeah,
going to see you
that's
date?
such a good question. Me and my son are very close. I'm like Mama Bear. He is 21. He'll be 22 actually next month. He's a Gemini. I'm very into astrology and a very spiritual person, but we're very close. I raised him to be very authentic and just, an honest and real person. And so we share everything. And when I got the opportunity, I said, you're not going to believe this. And he was like, what? And he was like, you got on a TV show, a dating show? But, he wants me to be happy. And that's what it's about. Like, again, like me and his dad divorced, and divorce is not easy on anyone. And so, ultimately, he just wants to see me happy. I actually told him I was going on the podcast this morning, and I wish I could show you guys. Um, okay, guys, that is wild. Are you still there?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
here.
we're here.
Okay, that is wild because he was just calling me. But
Oh my
okay, you guys, I have
gosh.
chills. He was just calling me. Sorry about that.
I have
But
chills. That was so weird. Like,
I
Sarah.
I
sent a
wish he could
picture.
join us.
I know. That is what you guys. That is wild. I sent a picture of you guys because I looked at your podcast to check you guys out.
Aw.
Thought you were amazing, and I sent that to him this morning, and he sent me the sweetest text, and he was like, "Mom, good luck." He was like, "I wish you luck on your podcast." I'll get emotional, but yeah,
Sweetheart.
he was just calling me. So he like I said, at the end of the day, he just wants me to be happy.
Yeah,
Oh, you're raising a good one, it sounds
exactly.
like.
Thank you. He's an amazing young man. So
Oh, good. Well, he
Is
has a good mama.
is he
thank you,
single?
thank you.
Yeah, I love that question, Katie.
Is he single?
Wow, is he single? I don't know because he actually came home a couple weeks ago. He's in college. He came home to see me, and we spent some time together. And again, we're very open and honest, and we had some great conversations. So I don't know if he actually has a girlfriend per se. Um, I really don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
For all the
Yeah.
fair
single
enough.
ladies listening, that's why I was asking.
And I'm like, who do I know we could set him up with?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
Listen, he's a catch, you guys. He's a catch for sure.
I love that. So obviously we all know what MILF stands for, but what is your definition of a MILF?
You guys, I love your questions. I didn't know until like 2 years ago, honestly, what MILF even was. I was out and yeah, this I had never heard of that word. And I was out with some girlfriends, and a guy came up and was like, man, you're hot. You're a MILF. And I was like, what? And when he told me what it was, I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's interesting. Listen, I think MILFs are just independent women who, you know, can have it all. I mean, I am a very free spirit, as you will see on the show. People think free spirits are like wild people. I just think free spirits just embrace life. They just take life as it is and enjoy life. I think a MILF is just, a boss. We're all bosses on the show, very independent women. We like to have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun. Life is very short. And listen, let's break this stereotype again. You can be a mom and be sexy. You
Yes.
can be
Hells
a
yeah.
mom and be sexy. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, you know, Having fun, living life, just being who you are. And I think you'll see on the show with all of us, we bring that to the table. There's tons of personalities on the show, so you will definitely see all that play out.
I'm so glad you said that, because both Hallie and I are currently pregnant right now, and we feel so unsexy. And we also both have babies. And so I'm so glad you said that, because I feel like we all
Yes.
need those little reminders that you could
Listen,
be
first
pregnant,
of
you
all,
could be a
congrats.
mom. Oh, yeah. And
Thank
be
you.
Yeah, we
sexy.
both,
Hard, yeah.
Katie has a 10-month-old and she's in her second trimester. So she went back to back. I have a almost 2-year-old and I'm due next month. So we're just feeling ragged as hell.
Right.
So that
Listen,
reminder,
let me
women,
tell you something. I am all about women empowerment. That's another thing you will see on the show. Yes, this is a dating show, but I use the platform also to empower women. I hope women see that and men too.
Yeah.
But you guys are glowing. Like, girl, you guys are beautiful women. And this is
the
this
ring
is
light.
another
Yeah.
similarity with us. I worked in the medical field in OBGYN for almost 18 years.
Wow.
In nursing, yes. So I love OBGYN. I mean,
Us
obviously,
too. I thank you
we
for your service.
yes,
Honest
thank
to
you.
God.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, there's things that are, not so beautiful, but it's a beautiful thing. So that's amazing. Both you guys are pregnant. I
Yes.
love that.
Yeah, mine was a big surprise, but
Yeah.
be grateful.
Well, listen,
Mine,
girl, break that stereotype. Again, I think summer's coming. It is here, and I know what you're saying about feeling worn down, but I think moms too. When I was pregnant, I was rocking a bikini.
yes, girl.
Yes. Heck yeah.
I mean, it's like I always say, do you, whatever makes you comfortable, and if you feel good about yourself, then do it. You
Yeah.
don't need validation from other people.
Yeah. I gotta say, I think obviously looking at you, you're a MILF, but your vibes are full-blown MILF status. We love it.
Are they? So let me
Yes.
ask you guys a question. What is a MILF? I mean, what is a MILF status, or what are the vibes for MILF?
Ooh, a
I
boss
mean,
lady, like you said, someone who is 100% confident in themselves, someone who's
Ah,
funny, doesn't take
yeah,
themselves too seriously, and just
yeah.
like loves life.
yeah.
That's me. You guys described like, it's funny on the show. There's someone that said you laugh. I have the loudest laugh, you guys. I'm a very loud person. Like it
Love it.
echoed in the house. Like, right? Everybody's like, "Oh, Bess is up this morning."
I
But
love a good laugh.
one of the guys was like, "I love that about you because you can laugh at your own jokes." Like
Mhm.
I say the silliest things and then I just laugh at it, because it's like, who cares? Like it's
Yeah.
funny. I think it's funny. So
Yep,
We need more of that in this world.
for
a hundred
sure.
percent, 100
Um,
percent.
okay, serious question. When you first met the men, what were your thoughts? Did you see anyone that could be around for a long time or just a good time?
That is such a good question.
Oh.
No, so let me tell you, I am all about energy. I have to feel energy. I can't describe that to you guys. So, yes, of course, looks are one thing, but it's an energy thing for me. So, I can 100% say that first of all, there's eye candy on that show. And yes, I did have an immediate attraction to someone. Yes, that I potentially thought could be a long-term person, soulmate. I believe in soulmates and twin flames, and I do. And so yes, I definitely did feel that.
Okay. Ooh,
Ooh,
now I'm
can't
really
wait to
excited to
watch.
watch.
Yes, yes.
Yes. All right. So now that you have spent time in the house and you've dated these younger men, what are some of the perks of dating younger men?
I think some of the perks of dating younger men are I don't know. I feel like with the younger guys, they go with the flow. They go after what they want. I found in dating that younger guys are. I'm gonna get killed for this. But they're very confident and secure in themselves. They don't have a lot of baggage per se. I hate that word, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, so I think some perks are they make you feel good. And I'm a fun girl, so and all the guys on the show are so much fun. I mean, you're gonna see that everybody's personality is different, and it just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. They're not so worried about like losing their hair and metabolism
No,
slowing
no.
down. Yeah.
And listen, I mean, that's gonna happen. I mean, we all,
Feel
we're gonna age. We all have flaws. I think flaws are beautiful things. I mean, you can be a confident woman and have insecurities. We all do every
Mhm.
day. So, but just embrace it.
Yeah. You keep mentioning like we're going to see certain things on the show. Is there anything that you're nervous or anxious or even excited for your family to see?
I think, gosh, I'm a very deep person. I mean, I'm silly and fun and whatever, but I'm a very deep person. I think, for people to see, my family and just, the viewers, it's so hard to be vulnerable just in general. And, to go on a show and be vulnerable with people that you don't know. And, we have all these camera people and, everybody there. But I think that I'm excited because, again, when you go through heartbreak and you go through a hard time, it's hard to open back up and
Mm,
let your walls down.
yeah.
And you're going to see on the show that I do let my walls down, and I'm very myself, and I become very vulnerable. People need to remember too, I think that we're still all real people with real emotions and real feelings on this show. And you're going to see a lot of things that we all have gone through, different stories that play out. And so I think seeing me be vulnerable, especially all the people that are rooting for me that know that I've had my heart broken, that I allowed myself to take that chance and put myself out there. That's
Sure.
big.
And that's why we
I
love
know.
these dating shows, is because we see that vulnerable side of people and we love rooting for love. Hallie and I always say, like, we love love so
Love,
much.
love.
Oh, I love you guys. I love love. And listen, you can turn into an ice queen or princess, after getting your heart broken. But I've never done that. Actually, like I love hard girls. Like,
Mm.
and so, I'm just trying to find my person that wants to give the same thing back to me.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
like that. Yeah, you can't be bitter Betty. Life's too short.
No, no.
Mm.
I mean, listen, you can have your moments and get over it, but you have to move on and again, but again, being vulnerable is very hard. So
Yeah.
I'm actually proud of myself for doing that, especially on national TV. So
We're proud of you.
For
thank
real.
you, girls. I love you girls. You guys are all about women empowerment. I
Heck
love the show.
yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah.
That's what it's
Yeah.
about. And I like that you mentioned, you have people rooting for you. You've had your heart broken. I think it's important that when we learn things as women, we share that with our lessons. We just kind of share the message. So if you had a message that you would want to send to other women who are going through a divorce after a long-term marriage, what would you say to them?
Wow. I would just say um do the best that you can do. I went through some really tough moments. That's a long time to be with someone, and at the end of the day my goal was to protect my family and my son. He was my number one. I would tell the women out there that you've got this. I mean, and there's no time frame of when you have to move forward or work through your feelings. Just do you at the end of the day, and everything always works out. That is one of my sayings. Everything always, it always works out in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes it's not for us to know how and when, but it works out. And, you know, God, I'm gonna get emotional. I mean, on the show, I talk about a lot of things that I don't know what they will show and what they won't. But again, like that was another reason I wanted to go on the show, is to talk about certain things that we might not feel comfortable talking about. And one of those could be divorce, or oh, we're into younger guys, or God forbid we use the word sex. There's things that I want women to see, that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to not be liked by everyone. It's okay to not be validated by everyone. But I think at the end
Mhm.
of the day, divorce is hard, but I mean, look at me. I'm
Mhm.
on MILF Manor too.
Yeah.
Never ever would I think I would be on a reality TV show, finding love. So
Mhm.
just use me as an example,
Yeah.
that you'll find your person, but I think you truly need to find yourself first and work on yourself. And that was really big for me, is spending a lot of time alone, which gets very lonely, working through my own things,
Sure.
and then loving myself.
Oh,
I
that's
can't
good.
wait for your ex-husband to see you on the show.
I love you,
Yeah.
girl. We need to hang
Yeah.
out.
He's
Oh
gonna
yes,
have
it's going to be so
regrets.
interesting. I'm from a very small town. I don't know how much you guys know about me. So very small Southern girl. I say I'm a Southern girl with a lot of spice. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he thinks about the show and
Totally.
seeing me on the show.
Totally. We do have some single mom listeners, and so I'm curious what your advice to be to other single moms who want to get out there and date again.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just, I think just be confident, own who you are. Again, like, when you go through a divorce or a breakup, we get insecure, we blame ourselves, just be who you are and put yourself out there. I know it's not easy. I'm not going to say like I'm like, "Oh, I just put myself out there." I mean, it's my personality. I kind of do. But go after what you want and just be confident in your decision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I
Yeah.
love that. As a MILF on TV who is dating younger guys, we would love to hear your take on Kristin Cavallari. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she has a new romance with a man who's 14 years her junior, and the internet has a lot to say about it. We'd love your
Did you
take.
guys read me and I read you? Because okay, chills again. Literally last night, I didn't know what questions you were going to ask me, but I was going to use her as an example. Of course, I know Kristen Cavallari. I watched The Hills, loved that show. Um, this is crazy you just brought this up because I was going to use her today. Listen, I think she right now is glowing. You can look at her and tell she's genuinely happy, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
She's
having fun.
glowing. I mean, I think she should be able to live her life. And if this is what makes her happy dating, a guy that's 14 years younger than her, let her do her thing. People need to quit worrying about what others are doing and just root them on and be happy for them. So I'm glad you're, mentioning her because I was actually going to mention her today on the show and be like, have you seen Kristen Cavallari, who she's dating?
Yeah,
She's got
right.
a glow. She's got a glow to her. She looks very happy.
I'm pretty
She's
sure
getting
she's having really good sex. I think that's
listen.
what that
I
glow,
mean, listen,
that glow with that guy.
all I'm gonna say is you go girl. Like,
Yeah.
good for her. Like, that's amazing. That's probably why she's glowing.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? I mean, he's hot.
Hot.
He's so hot.
So hot.
Wait till if you think he's hot, wait till you see the men on our show. That's all I'm gonna say. They are eye candy. I mean, imagine waking up every morning to being like, "Good morning," and
I
seeing.
bet you missed the lake house, huh?
I do. Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do. Yes.
Wait, so do you think Kristen and Mark will go the distance? She said that she was mulling over having kids with him.
I actually saw him yeah, he was on the red carpet and he was asked that question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of our ET pals asked the question.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually saw the question. I was watching that. This is crazy, you guys. I'm gonna tell you, again, I'm very intuitive person, spiritual person. I honestly feel this is just what I feel in my gut that yes, they're gonna make it and they are going to be an item.
All
I
right.
do. And I'm not
You heard
I'm
it.
not just saying I am not just saying that because, you guys asked or whatever. Again, like I've watched them for a little bit now, especially me dating younger guys, and I was just thinking, God, girl, you go.
Yeah.
But and again, she looks genuinely happy, but I think that they're gonna be a serious item. I do.
All
You
right.
heard
We'll
it
have to
here
come back. We'll have to come back
First
and
his
see.
ears. Yeah.
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 Yeah, for sure. I'm rooting her on, so
Well, you've given us so much of your time. You've been so generous. So we thought we'd wrap it up just with a question.
okay.
What would your happily ever after look like?
Oh, I love these questions, you guys. My happily ever after would just be to be with someone who is, you know, who knows themselves. And I know that's it's hard for people to understand, but just someone who knows themselves, someone that's loyal and wants to build a life with me and empower me and me empower them and just build this happy life together. Of course, travel, but just I'm a hopeless romantic and I believe in that. So just someone who wants to treat me, like a queen. Just like I would, I'm very good in relationships. I treat my men right. So I just want someone who wants to see me succeed and help me grow and the same with them and, build a life together.
Love
Mm.
that. I know you can't say too much, but are you happy?
Right now in my life, I'm extremely happy. I mean, I've smiled this whole podcast.
You have.
But I'm a happy person. Like I said, I think life is too short and we should just embrace every day. But yeah, right now in my life, I'm very happy. I think I'm actually at 46, maybe the happiest I've ever been.
Good for
Hmm.
you.
Yeah, just internally, like I've just worked very hard on myself, and I know who I am, and I know that sounds so cliche when people say that, but I know who I am, and when you're internally happy, people are like, "What's going on with you? You look good." I'm like, "It shows on the outside." So,
Yeah.
just I think finding yourself. I'm on a totally different journey right now, so it's a good thing.
I love hearing that. And I think more women need to hear that message that, life doesn't end in your 20s and your 30s. It can actually
No.
be the best it's ever been late, in your 40s. I'm about to be 40. So I like to
Yeah,
hear
you don't
this.
even look that. No, girl. This is listen, I am in my prime. I call it my prime. I am in my prime. Live your life. Like I said, I mean, again, I loved my 20s, I loved my 30s, but we all grow and evolve. And I mean, I can honestly say this. I am probably the happiest I've ever been right now in my 40s. So, and
Love
I'm
it.
looking forward to my 50s. And I heard a new term the other day, there's MILFs and now there's GILFs.
Yes. Listen.
Wait,
There's
wait,
GILFs.
what's
So,
a gilf?
well, it's the grandmother version of the
Yeah.
mom. And I had never heard
Yeah,
that
love.
until I watched the show the other day and they were like GILF and I'm like, "Oh gosh, what?" But
Love
I
it.
guess my point of that is like, age doesn't define shouldn't define us, and I will go back to love. I don't think age should define us by a number. I will say that on the show. Who you fall in love with is who you fall in love with.
Yeah,
Mm.
And that's just my opinion on that.
yeah. I love that. You are wonderful. Thank you
You
so
guys
much
are
for
wonderful. I feel like I bonded with you guys, like, between my son
Seriously.
calling and then OBGYN and then the way you guys think, like, I love it.
Let's hang
Thank you for
out.
having me. Thank you for
Are
having me
we
on.
besties? I feel like we're best
I think
friends.
we potentially are gonna all three be besties.
let
Yeah.
us know when you're in Chicago or LA and we'll have to
Yes.
Oh,
get
I will possibly be in LA coming up. And one of my friends moved outside of Chicago, so I'm possibly going to be visiting her. So
Amazing.
look at so I'll let you guys know.
I'm gonna friend you on Instagram
yeah.
and
Please
send you
do.
my number. Okay.
Please do, both of you.
We'll
Well,
take you
thank you
out.
for having me. Thank you for having me. I love your podcast. I've looked at other episodes. You girls are
Oh,
going to do amazing things. I feel it. And
oh,
I'm happy for you guys. So
you too. We're rooting for you.
Yes,
thank
thank you for
you.
joining. We can't wait to
Yeah.
Thank
watch the
you.
show. April 28th, right? Premiere day?
April 28th, 10 o'clock, TLC, baby.